Yeah. Yeah. Show what you're made of. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I'll be right back to that.
I hope I can be of help.
Are you Carl by any...
I am?
I've heard that you're bound for the monastery.
Yes. Yes, it's true. But I've convinced my faithful guardian, Manfred, to give me a few more days of freedom. Mind you, he won't let me visit the brothel, so instead I'm devoting those days to the demon drink. With whom do I...
My name is Henry.
Pleased to meet you.
What if I...
I would give you your weight in gold, if I had any. But Manfred there, my guardian angel and caretaker, has all the coin. If you help me...
He's been...
So what? Listen, friend, let's raise a glass. Manfred here's a sleepy old goat. We can talk once he dozes off. Please, get rid of him for me, any way you can. Take care.
Here we are.
God save you.
You're Manfred?
Indeed I am.
You must have a mighty thirst. Waiting here with him for days, just watching him get drunk, and not having a sip yourself.
There's no doubt I'd enjoy a drink. Heaven knows I deserve it. But if I dull my senses in the slightest...
So let's drink together. And if you start to feel unwell, I'll keep an eye on him. Like you said.
I can see you're a reliable lad. So what shall we have to drink? And while we're at it, why not have a little... I'll see you later. So, bring it on.
Hey, I'm dying of thirst here.
Over here. I'd like to order.
There's cautious, and then there's chicken. Which is it?
service is a bit slow here today.
Now you.
To the
Here we
women.
are.
God bless them.
Here we are.
Your turn.
Here.
What's the hold up there?
The best of hell.
Here.
Here's to a
Just
good
as you
harvest.
ordered.
To the women. God bless them.
Should I? Shouldn't I? No, I daren't. By Christ, they're falling your way, and no mistake.
Ale.
Pour me one.
My pleasure. Coming.
Money, money, money.
To the women. God bless them.
Why are you waking me? Go away.
Closing time.
Got bellyache, have you?
Just as
That's
you ordered.
nasty.
No! Clear off! Let me sleep.
Shit. Start off.
How are you?
Have you got a bed?
Hi. There's... For how long?
Just the one night.
Sure. But let's see your coin first. These are harsh times.
Here you are.
You'll like it. Take care.
Coming. Here we are.
Eh?
Alright.
No. Clear off. Let me sleep.
Alright. Alright.
Stop that! Hey! Fuck! A thief!
I see a thief! Guard!
Damn, a thief! He's stealing here!
God almighty, has something happened to you?
Take care.
What the...
Yeah. Ow! Learn how to ride a horse, idiot.
Henry, I'm glad you came.
Cucumbers, lovely cucumbers.
Hey. Huh?
Salami, sausages, lard of all kinds, dressings to make your mouth water more than the finest cake.
Huh.
God be with you.
Master Armourer, I have a mess.
If it's another one of his so-called generous offers, you...
No, this is another matter.
What? Me fight with that...
Surely you're not afraid of him?
Ha! Me? Afraid of...
It will be a duel with bludgeons. No bloodshed. At most, a few bruises and some dents in the armour. Zack chose me to wear...
And so I'm to choose a champion of my own?
Good. So let's agree...
Hold your horses, young fella. I've got a counter-offer for you.
I won't deny it.
I could pay you more. And I'd tailor-make a cuirass just for you. What do you say?
You mean if I fight as your champion instead? I'm not sure how Zack would take it.
No, no. You fight on Zack's side and lose.
Try, but you'll love it. It's hard to resist. You'll not find better meat anywhere. Good men, good wives, come have a look. Don't be shy. You'll never see such fine meat. From the yard or from the woods, lean and fatty pork, chicken and beef. We have it all. Come and see. Salami, sausages, lard of all kinds and scratchings that make your mouth water more than the finest taste. Lean, fatty, marbled.
That's not very honourable.
And Zack's constant slander and mudslinging are the height of honour, are they?
But what if Zach's right? You're not as young as you used to be, and Vitus has trained...
What? You're as impertinent as that bastard. You'll get such a battering even Brother Nicodemus from the monastery won't know which side of...
Not until you tell me where and when...
I don't know. Sort it out with the bailiff. He should come anyway, so I don't get the blame when you get beaten to... See you later.
Meat of all shapes, sizes and flavours.
Good luck, then.
Meat, cured and fresh, from the woods or from the pen. It all tastes delicious.
Yeah. Yeah.
Greetings, good.
I'm here on behalf of...
Zach? What does that Don't tell me. It's another complaint. Well, you can tell Zach if you waste another minute of my time with that pathetic...
No, it's not a complaint this time. In fact, Zach came up with an...
Is that so? Well, that's a different kettle of fish.
A duel.
Jesus Christ!
Don't worry, Goodman Bailiff. Zach chose me as his champion. I'll be wearing a suit of armour made by his son, Vitus, and I'll fight Otter's champion.
That sounds like a fine spectacle for the... Naturally, I'll have to be present to ensure...
Your presence is certainly expected, Bailiff.
Very well. We'll have it on the marketplace in the front of the church.
That's up to you.
We can announce it right...
Let's do it.
I'll have it announced around town. You come along at just the right time. It'll be a fine show for the townsfolk, and I'll finally get that pair and their constant squabbling off. See you later.
Good citizens of Sasau, our township has long been plagued by a protracted dispute. As you are no doubt aware, Zach, the blacksmith of the monastery courtyard, and Master Armourer, Otto Rabstein have been, for some time, at odds. And in so much as it behoves my office as bailiff to settle such disputes and maintain peace and order, I have decided to resolve the blacksmith's quarrel by unconventional means, whilst affording an entertaining spectacle. In short, we shall let them knock each other's teeth out. However, since it ill befits two respectable tradesmen to maul each other on the market square like a pair of cocks on a dung heap, each of them has elected a champion. Zack, the blacksmith, has appointed to fight in his stead Henry of Scarlet. And Master Otto Rabstein's champion will be... Please, introduce yourself, Sir Knight.
Master Otter will fight for Master Otter. I don't need some young pup to take my place.
I remind you that this will be a duel with bludgeons alone, and until first blood is shed. Come, folks, be sensible for heaven's sake. We don't want any maiming here, or, God forbid, murder. So, if both contestants are ready, let us begin.
Way off.
You kicked that old bastard's arse, Henry. His ears will be ringing for a month. Now everyone will see who knows how to make armor.
I must say, I worked up quite a...
No doubt. The main thing... Anyway, come by the forge later.
All right?
Welcome, Henry. Greetings.
The swordsmith.
I know he's after those, but he's out of luck. You should have bought it while he had the chance.
Not even...
No. Good luck, then.
fresh vegetables. Look, smell. Aren't they lovely?
Our Lord's tasty. Good on bread and for frying. Come and get it. And pork crackers too. A joy to taste.
Have a look at these cucumbers. They'll stay firm all winter. Buy them before someone else does.
Hey! Goodbye.
The swordsmith from the...
I know he's after...
Not even...
Good luck then.
Let me have some grub, whatever's quick. God's blessings. What can I do for you?
Manfred's taken care of.
Thank God. He won't let me out of his sight for a
Why are you being sent...
Like every lusty young lad, I'm fond of fair maidens, but I got too fond of one, and let's just say she was,
But they don't send you to the monastery for that.
They do, when it's the daughter of the Lord of...
Shit.
Shit is putting it mildly. The Lord of Bookerver was less than pleased. He knows he'll never marry off his daughter now, so he gave father a choice. Either pay him 1,000 groschen in compensation, along with my balls on a silver platter, or pay 1,000 groschen and put me away somewhere no one will ever see me again.
Why does your guardian never...
So I don't run away. Of course, I'm free to walk around, but he watches every step I take and won't stop until I'm behind the monastery.
Well, he's not watching you now.
What good is that to me when he has all the money, and even my saddle and riding cloak under lock and key?
Why don't you just run...
Bare-arsed. What the hell would I do? I don't know how to work, I have no money, and that old bastard's even taken my cloak.
But there are poor people everywhere, and they get by somehow.
If I have to choose between hunger and poverty on one hand and the monastic life on the other, I'm afraid the monastery wins. If I could only steal that old man's pouch, I'd be gone faster than lightning, and no one would ever see me again.
What if I entered the...
What? Voluntarily? You don't look like someone who'd want to spend the rest of his days on his knees praying. You can only enter the monastery if you know how to read and write, and if you have a special writ from the abbot. That's a letter confirming they know who you are and that they've accepted you.
So you give me your writ? I'll just tell...
Manfred has the writ. You'd have to take it from him, but he only puts it down when he sleeps.
So I'll steal it and then you can disappear.
Disappear? Bare-arsed? What the hell would I do? I don't know how to work. I have no money.
But there are poor people everywhere.
If I have to choose...
That's all then.
God be with you.
God's sake.
Have you got a bed for...
All right. For how long?
Just the one.
Sure.
Here you go.
You'll like it here. Goodbye.
Over here. I'd like to order.
My pleasure.
I've got what you need.
Excellent. Give me the purse.
Here you are.
Good luck, no matter what you plan on doing with those monks. Best be on your way now before Manfred finds out that he's been...
And what are you going to do?
Get my things together and disappear. I want to be as far away as possible before that old man even knows. Take care.
All right, all right. I'll be right.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
hope I can... Good luck, then.
I'll come for my reward.
Of course. And thanks again.
And will Otter sell you his business?
I don't know, but the way things are looking now, his trade will soon be dead as the dawn.
You told me I'd get that kiras made by...
I did.
Thanks. The swordsmith.
I know.
Not even...
No. God be with you. God be with you.
Yeah.
Take care now.
Ah! Ah!
Yeah.
Yeah!
I'm Carl.
We expected you sooner. Weren't you supposed to come here with your gun?
He gave me the papers and left me at the gate. You must be used to that, though. I'm not the first novice here, am I?
But that wasn't very considerate of him, was it? It's been so hectic here lately, novices arriving one after the other. The last one didn't even have a letter, and you'd think his backside was on fire, the way he kept looking over his shoulder. My guess is he wanted to hide from someone, but he's a priest and knows how things work in the monastery, so there was nothing. You're a different case, though.
Naturally. I wouldn't be here.
So then, are you ready to enter the Order of St. Benedict and renounce forever the temptations of this world?
I am.
Then you must rid yourself of all your worldly possessions. Sell them or give them to the poor and needy or donate them to the monastery. You may not enter this place burdened by work. Inside the gatehouse is a trunk in which you will find monk's robes. Put away all your possessions and dress yourself in the habit. Then you may rest a while I go and see the prior to arrange matters for your acceptance. God be with you. Good luck to you.
Strange feeling being without all of that. I didn't realise how much I'd grown used to it.
Everything's prepared. It's time for you to take your vows.
Do I really have to wear this?
You'd better get used to it. You'll be wearing it for the rest of your life.
Brothers in Christ, we have gathered here today to welcome a new novice into our midst. Dear brother, forget your former life and embrace your new vocation in the community of the monks of St. Benedict. Opus Dei, obedientia, obprobria, the service of God, obedience, and endurance of all discomfort. These are the cornerstones and succor of our order, which on this day shall become your own. Suscipe me, Domine, secundum eloquium tuum, et vivam. Et non confundas me ab expectatione mea.
Suscipe me, Domine, secundum
in loquium tuum vivam, et non confundas me ab expectatione me.
Accept your new name, Brother Gregor, and wear it with honor. Welcome, brother.
Welcome, brother. I am Antonius, a novice like you. I've been instructed to guide you around the monastery and tell you what you can expect and what your duties will be.
Thanks for helping me out during the ceremony. I had no idea what I was supposed to...
You don't know Latin, do you? Don't worry. Work in the scriptorium will teach you fast enough. Why exactly are you here? Was it your choice? Or did someone force you?
Being here in the monastery is my dream come true.
Well, no one's ever said that before. I'm curious if you'll still be singing the same tune in a month's time.
Would you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a novice and I'm here because I'd make a poor merchant. I like books and I want an education. Although I must say, so far the monastic life's been quite unexpected.
Let's go then.
Good. But before we do, here's a letter directly from the prior telling you all your regular duties from tomorrow onwards. Make sure to read it this evening, so you know how things work. Right, we can go now. Follow me closely. I'll explain everything as we go. Remember one word: discipline. It's your job to work and pray.
God be with you.
This is the way to the dormitory, where we all sleep. You'll find a free bed there, which is now yours. Do you know the first thing the monastery taught me? To appreciate sleep. We rise before dawn every day. Takes a bit of getting used to. This is the garden, a place for silent contemplation and meditation. Centuries ago, this monastery was founded by the most esteemed of brothers, Saint Procopius. His earthly remains can be found in a cave under the monastery, and his spirit wanders the corridors at night, punishing any misbehaving novices. So beware. Here are the frattery and scriptorium, together with the library. These are the places where we work. Ora et labora. Pray and work. As a novice, you must always listen to your superior brethren, and above us monks are the prior and the circators, who punish every infraction. You'll know them by the canes they carry. Do what they say. This is the refectory, where we come together to eat. During meals, you must be silent. Only one brother reads aloud from the Rule of Saint Benedict.
The rule is the only law we recognize, with the exception of those from God himself. If you break any of its precepts, expect a swift punishment. But I've already told you about the circuitous. The library, the pride of our monastery, a trove of learning. We don't just read books here, we also copy them. You, too, will learn how. And that's all. Today you are still free from duty, but tomorrow you begin work like the others. If you need anything, ask any of the brothers. We will be glad to help you. And I recommend you get to know the other novices. You already know me. Then there is Siskin, Yodok, and Lucas.
Thanks for showing me around. There's a lot to learn here. I need to make a confession.
I'm no priest, but tell me what you've done. It's probably nothing to worry about.
I'm here in the monastery looking for a thief. He had a hand in burning down the Neuhof stud.
You don't say. And who are you to take such an interest?
Someone whose job it is to investigate the case, find the perpetrators...
Punishment? Do you intend to...
I don't know yet. I'm still just... Perhaps you could help me find him?
The missing thief? If I knew anything, I'd tell you, but I suppose it must be one of the novices. I've only recently heard about the Neuhof incident, and all the other brethren have been here much longer.
I know. Aside from me, there are only 4 novices, but still, I don't know which one he could be.
3? Please, leave me out of it. And you're right that it could be any one of them. No one knows anything about Lucas. Siskin might be a lot of things, but a monk isn't one of them. And Yodok is a slimy worm. It wouldn't surprise me if he was behind that massacre. Actually, the more I think about it, the less I like that Yodok. He's a treacherous rat who'd do anything to get in someone's good books. The thought of Yodok at Neuhof sends chills up my spine.
Maybe you're right. It's not a pretty thought.
Don't fret, my friend. You'll see...
Will you tell me something about...
There's not much to tell. I lived in Vlashim, and after my father died, I found out I wasn't much of a merchant. So I left the shop to my brother, and decided to become a monk. It's peaceful here. There's food and...
So you chose to come here?
It may seem strange, but I'm one of the few novices that did. I might be the only one. The truth is, the idea of spending my life in a monastery was more appealing than being cooped up in a...
It occurred to me you might be the man to ask. I'm looking for some lockpicks. Do you know it?
Lockpicks? You surprise me, brother. And you, a nobleman's son. But you could ask...
I'd like to ask you something about... Who's in charge?
Truthfully, everyone except us. But officially, Abbot Peter. And soon enough, someone else. As if it mattered. Our life will still be work...
I see. Are there any rifts?
Yes. From the moment talk began about electing a new abbot, it's been like a hornet's nest here. Strange you haven't noted?
Tell me something about
Abbot Peter is old. When he dies, they'll have to select a new abbot from amongst the brethren. The candidates are John and Nevlas. And if you ask me for my opinion, Nevlas is definitely the right man. Unfortunately, no one cares about my...
Tell me something about...
Work, prayer, as if you didn't know. We serve God, and that's the central...
What are the roles of the...
Someone takes care of the library, someone else the garden. The abbot But it's the circators you should worry about. They're the brothers who... They can be quite strict, so if you want to avoid getting punished, always act righteously.
I know you're pious. The man I...
So you're finally sure? Tell me, Gregor, or Carl, or whatever your true name is. What do you want to do now?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Well, at least you're prepared to think and not just play bloodhound for a pack of nobodies.
And I don't want to be like the people I'm looking for. If I have to kill, it should be for a...
You know, we're both pawns in someone else's game. They have plans for us, but we don't have to let them use us. We can just forget all about it. I was a bandit, and I was at Nyhoff. I've robbed and stolen, but I swear to God I've never in my life slain innocent people. What I saw at Nyhoff made me realize my life was worth shit, but I still had a chance to change for the better. Here in the monastery I've had plenty of time to think things over, but then you showed up and fucked it all up.
So the evildoer changes his ways and finds God.
Both of us can leave this place. You can go back to your people, and I can go somewhere where I can live out my life in peace and no one will try to kill me. If we work together, we can both get what we want.
What if I wanted a different option?
You could kill another novice, I suppose. If news of the murder got out from the monastery, my former friends might believe I'm dead. But I'm offering you a solution that doesn't require any killing. Before we make a run for it, we'll make it look like someone's killed me. Loads of blood, a tattered scrap of my habit, and footprints leading towards the river. No one will bother looking for my body there. There we'll split up. You go for your bounty, and I'll get as far away from here as I can.
I don't agree.
I'm sorry to hear that. I thought we could come to an agreement that left both of us alive. But since the...
Kurva fix! No!
books must be in that cabinet.